So, Gyal, what are the ladies saying today? All right. So today we want to see what issue is the hot topic for you, right? So, most high, what issue are we addressing this time for the Gyal? All right. The answer is found in this deck. All right. Moisturize. I'm just aligning the cards, okay? So that I get the right message. Interesting. There's something going on, but I can't pick up what it is yet. Cause like the message was kind of, it's like communication was kind of blocked. That could have something to do with the big issue to be addressed today. Let's see. The answer will be here in the cards. We have, old habits. Yeah. Communication problem with self. That's the big issue for today. Old habits. It's like staying in the same frame of mind, doing the same things, but hoping for a different result. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way that you see something. Whatever part of your life you want to change, you have to change the way that you're looking at it. You have to see it from the correct perspective. And sometimes that means looking at the ugly truth. Sometimes we don't want to face the ugliness. Like me, when it comes to loved ones around me, I know everybody's not treating me well. I know everybody's not treating me the way that they should ideally be treating me. So I kind of block myself from seeing. Because it's just the upheaval, you know? It's not every time you're in the mood to do that old battle. And the battle could just be simply speaking the truth of what you see. So old habits. What kind of old habits do you have that are holding you back? Let's read on. Yeah, so an old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. something you keep repeating over and over, something that's is such a natural part of you. Well, you've programmed yourself to make it such a natural part of you that you do it without even having to think about doing it, and it's not serving your best interest as it pertains to making progressive moves. And that could be in any respect. It could be in your social life, in your career, in your love life, with a sibling or family member, something you keep doing. Let's read on. So we have increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. So this thing that is holding you back, whether it's a person, place, thing, idea, philosophy, belief system, something, some one of them, or even more than one of them, is stopping you from getting to that increase. It's stopping you from manifesting that which is near and dear to your heart. Okay? So you have to change something in order for you to have whatever this thing that your heart desires. It'll be different for everybody what that thing is. But let's read on. So we have unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. All right. So you have a lack of self-belief. You have a lack of belief in divine help. Faith in the unseen. So because you feel like you won't be successful at it, you choose not to try. You choose not to change that element of your life. Okay, so we have, you may be taking life too seriously. It's time to lighten up. So with this card, I'm getting the way that you're seeing something, it is less grave than you're perceiving it. So that means that you're building mountains out of what are actually molehills in your life. And that's what's stopping you. So because you've chosen to see something as being more serious or more amplified than it actually is, it's stopping you from making the changes. So it's like you looked at the situation, you looked at the outcome, but the outcome that you looked at in your mind is not the correct outcome. And because you don't like the outcome that you see in your mind, it's stopping you from making these changes. But it's not a rush anyway. Time to lighten up. It's not a rush to make these corrections. I'm feeling like you should take your time, assess yourself and the situation again, excuse me, and see what other outcomes you can come up with in your mind. But you're taking whatever this is too seriously. See, next we have is visionary. So this card says you are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. So like I said, take time to look at the situation again. This time envision different outcomes, because whatever you were seeing the first time is too much. It's really not that serious. Okay? So back to the drawing board for you. And then you can proceed. Core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. So I'm getting with this that you are loved and your desires are respected. That's the energy I'm getting with this card. So if it's a person you're dealing with, or even if it's a job or whatever, you are actually more valued. You are actually more exalted in the eyes of these people than you think you are. So it's like your value is noticed by whoever it is that you're afraid to disappoint, or whoever's feathers you're afraid to ruffle. you're actually more valued in their sight than you think. That's good news. It's better than it being the other way around. Yeah. So you need to raise your vibration a little bit more. You need to recognize your value. And if you already recognize your value, know that whoever it is that you're dealing with, they see your value too. They see your value too. And they're willing to make way for you to make that forward movement that you're hoping for. So have some faith, unwavering faith. Okay? Let's read on. Recognition. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. They see you. They see you. They know your worth. They respect and value your worth. You need to recognize that they recognize you. So the problem here right now is your way of thinking. You're holding yourself back by thinking that you are down lower than you actually are in other people's minds. So you may know your value, but you think that they don't know or they don't see your value. They see it. And you're being asked here to step out on faith. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Intuition. What does your intuition really tell you? Because when we're assessing, let me see what it says. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So this is the key card for you at this time in your life. Intuition. Why? Because when we start thinking, we use our brain to think. But then there's another part of us too that defies logic. So sometimes, even though our five senses, our seeing, our hearing, our smelling, tasting, and touching or feeling, even though those senses are picking up or perceiving something a certain way, there's the inner knowing part of ourselves that may be contrary to what we are perceiving with our five senses. And the inner knowing is never wrong. The inner knowing is never wrong. But we have to learn how to listen to it and trust it. Step out on faith. So what this is telling me is that there's a part of you that actually believes that you are seen, believes that you are valued, believes that you are loved, but you're choosing not to believe it. And that is holding you back. Old habits. So whatever your life was before, that's not your reality now. That's what this whole reading is saying to me. Whatever your circumstances were before, whatever level people perceived you on before, you have shifted, you have upgraded. And in their mind, and in their eyes as well, they can see you. They can see your progress. They can see your maturity. They can see you moving onward and up. How we go? Onward and upward? Yeah. They can see you moving onward and upward. You're not going backward. And they're proud of you. So whatever you want, whatever you think you can handle, whatever progress you want to make right now, reach out and collect it. See? Nourishment. Nourishment. They want to nourish you. You are being asked to take time out for self-care. So self-care for you in this instance would be for you to admit to yourself what your intuition has been telling you, not what your mind has been telling you, not what your brain has been telling you, not what your memories have been telling you, not what people have said to you before, not the circumstances you've lived before. Recognize who you are and what level you're at now, because other people around you recognize it too. So nourish yourself by taking time to look at yourself, like for real, for real, for real. You'll be glad you did. Now, I'm not saying to go and what's the word? Like to over exalt yourself. Be true about your level. Because if you over represent the level that you're at, greater things will be expected of you. And you won't be able to live up to them. And then you'll make them think that they were fools for thinking that you were ready for certain things. So be honest about what level you're at now. You're certainly not where you used to be, but you need to be honest about where you are now and know that there's always still room for improvement. So it's better that you face the truth and let whoever you're dealing with know that, yes, you know that there's room for improvement, and you hope to make those improvements in the future. You're always striving to be better, to be greater, you know? So we have obsession. It says it is time to get out of your head and back into your heart. So that's exactly what I've been saying to you. You're using your mind to see the situation when you actually should be using your heart or your intuition. Don't be afraid to give yourself the credit, because they're not afraid to give it to you. They want to give it to you. You're the one that's blocking this right now. So we have trust and forgiveness. It is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. And with this, I'm getting trust yourself. This isn't about other people. This is about you. You need to learn to trust yourself again. Trust yourself that you are good enough. Maybe before you weren't that great, but you are not who you used to be before. That's what these cards are telling me. You have stepped up. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you made in the past. Forgive yourself for your youth. When we're young, we do silly things. That's just how it goes, because we're learning. It's just like a little child. Before they know about things, they interact with it not so intelligently. And then they have to be taught. So you have interacted with life not so intelligently before, and life taught you, or maybe even somebody taught you, but you learned the lesson, and this is why you've upgraded, and they can see that you upgraded. Yeah, past life connections. Yeah, like I said, when you were young, you weren't that smart, just like everybody else, just like me, just like whoever your role models are. You know, we should really take some time sometimes to speak to the elders in our life, because with age comes experience, and a lot of the times we recognize people's successes, but delve you need to take a look at what happened before their success, and you will understand that you're not alone. So they know what you're going through because they have been there as well. Anybody that you see who is a success now, they were not always a success. They had to work to become a success. And that means failing sometimes. That means doing stupid stuff sometimes. That means having to retrace their steps sometimes, stepping backward in order to move forward. Okay? So, yeah, we should really take time sometimes to get to speak to the people in our lives with experience, because then we will get to know that we're not so different. We're not on the wrong track at all, even when we get things wrong. It's our life experience, and these things that we get wrong, the lessons that we learn from them, were very important to our development, to our character building, because they help us to become who we are to become. Yeah. Yeah, past life connections. You're currently healing past life wounds. Yeah, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, man. Let it go. You need to talk to the bosses who are bosses right now, or the ones who have actually succeeded. The ones that you see winning, the ones that you see are top of top right now. You hear where they came from, and you will see that you are not in such a different position than they are. They're probably watching you and your struggles and remembering when they were in your position. And that's the truth of the matter. They probably haven't told you. Some of them probably don't even want to tell you. Maybe some of them want to tell you, but they're waiting for you to come seeking for the information. So yeah. But those who you Those who you're afraid to address at this time, they see your progress. They see you maturing. So we have fear coming in next. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Don't be afraid. Just know that everybody has been there. Before we become a success, we're a disappointment. And even when we are a success, we have moments of disappointment still, because life is a never ending learning process. As long as there's always something new to learn, the chances of being a disappointment is great. Because until you know, you simply don't know. So then you experiment, and then when you see that don't work, then you recalibrate and you go again. You let the last lesson that you learned teaching, yeah, that's not how it goes. Then you become an expert through your failures, because you know what not to do as well as what to do. Okay. And that's how our textbooks were written. The people who write the textbooks on whatever subject we want to learn, they had to go through those failures, trial and error. Simple as that. So once you overcome your fears, this is what you got coming towards you. You're a shooting star. It says you are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. So don't let fear hold you back. You're being unfair to yourself if you let fear hold you back. Because the people in your life, they're rooting for you, not against you at the moment. So we have surrender. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. And how do you do that? You let nature take its course by following what's in your intuition, not what's in your mind. Because in our mind is memories of what was. Our intuition can tell us about our past, our present, and our future. Your intuition knows the winning path. That's how you surrender control to nature, the universe. Your soul knows the way. Follow it. Oh, look at what we got coming next. Old soul. So we have, you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. See? You have matured. So the universe is saying you are ready. Now all you have to do is learn how to listen, or learn how to recognize, listen, and obey your intuition. And your intuition has already been communicating with you. Messages have already been coming in to you through your intuition that you are loved. So stop choosing not to believe. You're not doing yourself or the people around you who want to see you succeed any favors. See? Soulmate. They're with you. This relationship is a match made in heaven. They're in support of you. And you know who these people are. Everybody isn't going to be in support of you, but the right people will be in support of you. And you know who the right people are in your story. Next we have speaking up. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. So what is your truth? They see it already. It's for you to recognize your truth. What is your truth? Your truth is that you're quite good. You've grown. Your truth is you're making progress. Your truth is you're not who you used to be. You've learned quite a few lessons and you're ready to take the next step forward. That's your truth. So like I said before, the problem here isn't that your people don't recognize your truth. The problem here is that you're not facing your truth. Then we have karma coming in. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice and fairness to yourself. This justice and fairness that needs to apply is to yourself. approval. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. And that is all God wrote for you today. Wait, come on, camera. They need to see it. There we go. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. So, that's the issue. Yeah, for today. Authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. And that is all I have to say today. So, if this here didn't help you to see yourself and your situation in the right light, then your help will be found elsewhere. We got judgment coming in here. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. So go easy on yourself and go easy on others. So all those people in your past who put you down with their words by saying shit like, you won't make it, you're not good enough. You weren't good enough then. But today is a different story. And tomorrow it will be an even different story. Because as long as you keep going in the direction that you've been going, you're only going to get better and better and better and better and better. So, yeah, your life is in your hands. Yeah, wishful thinking coming next. You are learning to manifest the life that you desire. Yeah, you're learning to manifest the life that you desire. So, for you, the first step is having faith in how far you have come from who you once were. You know, it's like we have newborn, toddler, child, adolescent, adult. And just because you're in the adult phase doesn't mean that you have to know everything, because there's absolutely no adult anywhere who knows everything. All adults everywhere, whether they are millionaires, billionaires, or trillionaires, they're still learning. Trust me. Okay, so go easy on yourself. Give yourself the credit that you're actually due. Be fair to yourself. Give yourself that good karma that you deserve. All right? Because other people, the people who love you and care about you, the people who have been monitoring you, those who you have that beautiful soul attachment to, they see you growing up. Give yourself the credit now and step forward. Step out on faith, unwavering faith in the unseen. Your people will support you. Okay? And one last word. Just because somebody supports you today don't mean that they will always support you. So accept the help that you're getting now, and when people switch, you need to switch. Respectfully, calmly. But just know that our journey with the people in our life, some people are in our life for a reason, some are in our life for a season, and some are in our life for a lifetime. Be discerning about who is in your life for how long, and you keep winning without a whole heap of stress. You can't avoid stress, but you can minimize. Okay? Because we have feelings, we're humans, you know? Shit hurt our heart sometimes. But you have control over how much you allow something to hurt you. So, be grateful for the people who were in your life before that got you this far. Be grateful for the people who are in your life now. And be grateful for the people who will be coming into your life. Be grateful, grateful, grateful. Even the people who treated you unfairly, it helped to build you. It helped to make you more independent. because you get to realize that you can't trust everybody. And that's just the reality in life. You can't trust everybody. And the sooner we learn it, the better our life is. So it's better to learn it sooner rather than later. It will help us to maintain that peace and that balance, that forward movement, instead of us being stuck and confused as to what the hell is going on around us. Just face the truth. Once you feel strong enough, face the truth. Wipe your tears. Pick yourself up. Take a shower. Get your hair all done up sexy. Sexy outfit. All that. Back on your horse again. Be your own greatest supporter. Be your own greatest critic. Be your biggest fan and be your biggest critic. Don't give anybody else the power to dictate how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself. You need to maintain that power, or else people will put you up and take it down at their own leisure, whenever it suits them. Okay? So whatever people tell you, whether it be good or bad, always be the one with the last thought, with the last say. You are the executive of your life. You don't have to take everybody's opinion of you as your truth. Reflect on your own truth. Okay? Let's just do one last thing. I'm being inspired to get you some advice. Let's see, Most High. What's your advice for these ladies who are going through this at this time? Now you see how those cards shuffled just now? Yet they feel perfectly aligned to your situation. So that goes to show you that sometimes even things that we see as mistakes, things that we see as disruptions and like wrong trajectory, is not. That's why you follow your intuition. So that even though you get taken off your course, you need to use your inner GPS to figure out, are you still on course though? Because we have our plans, but the universe has its plans too. And if we will learn to trust in the universe's plans, which it dictates to us through our intuition, then we will never go wrong. We will always be in a winning position, even when it looks like we're losing. So, now that the cards are aligned to your story, let's see what's the Most High advice for you. So the most high's advice for you is to accept disappointments gracefully. So this journey that you're on right now, some things that you think are this way, you will find to be actually that way. It's all a part of the just like with the cards just now. Because I didn't intend to make them drop all over the board like that, but it happened. So there's no need to cry about it, there's no need to worry about it. And you will know that you don't need to worry if you trust in your intuition. Not operate out of your mind, but out of your heart, your soul, that inner knowing. Accept disappointments gracefully because they're leading you to wonderful places. You're still on track. Anything that's being removed, anyone that's being removed, any idea, any place, any belief system, any of those things that are being removed from your life right now are necessary so that the way is cleared for you to move forward successfully, peacefully, with least resistance. At the bottom of the deck, we have grieve your losses. So you are going to encounter some sort of losses. You have to let go of the things that are not serving you so that you make space for the things that are. If you don't let go of those things that are not serving you well, it will make your way forward very hard. You would do yourself a great favor to simply accept disappointments gracefully. Gracefully. Okay? So grieve your losses and reach for the stars. So God is saying, don't even bother to look back. Don't worry about that. If anything that you are separated from at this point of your life is supposed to be in your life in the future, it will return. If it's a past, no, whatever, they will return. But it's just that in this season, your life needs to be this way. Because it's all about divine mathematics. You see, you have to make the right move so you can get the right result, or else you will not get the right result. You can't keep doing things the same exact way that you would normally do them and expect to get a different result. And sometimes even the slightest little change can make the biggest difference. So understand your life, understand your situation, understand your current circumstances, recognize where you're coming from, give yourself credit for the progress that you've made on your journey. Keep shooting for them stars, because you are a shooting star. Everybody else around you can see it. Sometimes people see it, and because they're jealous of it, they try to talk shit to you and make you not believe it. Don't go there, because God is saying otherwise. And if God say that you are the shit right now, then you are the shit right now. So step into your position with faith. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best going forward. Until next time, keep living your life to the fullest. Bye-bye.